I used to believe hard work was enough. Just stay quiet, I told myself every morning, do what they ask, and survive. Coffee, Lin Shui said without looking at me. Yes, Director Lin, I replied. She finally raised her eyes. It's CEO. Sorry. She didn't answer. The silence was sharp, like a verdict. Why do you still work here? She asked suddenly. I hesitated. I need the job. She nodded once. That's what I thought. That was my life. Long hours. No credit. No voice. In my head, another voice whispered, cold and mechanical. System task active. Endure humiliation to maintain survival points. I know, I muttered under my breath. I'll do it. What did you say? Lin Shui asked. Nothing, I said quickly. At lunch, I met my Yang at the restaurant downstairs. I smiled when I saw her. She didn't smile back. Sit, she said. Did something happen? I asked. She crossed her arms. I think we should be honest. My chest tightened. About what? About us, she said calmly. I laughed nervously. You're scaring me. She leaned closer. You were never enough. The words landed harder than a slap. I supported you, I said. I paid your rent. I skipped meals. She shrugged. That was your choice. A man in a designer suit walked over. He put his arm around her. This is my boyfriend, my Yang said loudly. He's a manager. People stared. Someone whispered. I felt my face burn. So that's it? I asked. She smiled politely. You helped me climb. Thank you. The system spoke again. Emotional endurance reward available. Shut up, I whispered. Back at the office, Lin Shui called me in. You leaked data, she said. I didn't, I replied. Proof? She asked. I don't have any, I said. She stood. Then you're useless. I swallowed. I gave everything to this company. She picked up a folder. Security will escort you out. That's it. I asked. Yes, she said. You're disposable. I laughed. I couldn't stop. Is something funny? She asked. No, I said. I just realized something. What? I wasted my life. I walked out with my box. Outside, it started raining. System stability compromised, the voice said. Host attempting withdrawal detected. I quit, I said out loud. No more missions. No more humiliation. Warning, the system replied. Termination will result in irreversible loss. I don't care, I said. The rain soaked my clothes. My phone buzzed. My Yang texted. Don't contact me again. I smiled weakly. Fine. Inside my head, the system went silent. Then it spoke again. Final notice, it said. Once you abandon the system, you cannot return. Good, I whispered. You will regret this, the system said. For the first time, I felt afraid. I walked without direction. My phone rang again. Why are you calling? I answered. Did you get fired? My Yang asked. Yes, I said. She sighed. Then don't embarrass yourself further. I loved you, I said quietly. You loved the idea of me, she replied. Love needs value. The line went dead. I laughed again, louder this time. Value, I repeated. The system returned, slower now. Host emotional state unstable. Stop analyzing me, I snapped. Compliance ensured survival, it answered. I survived long enough, I said. A memory surfaced. Lin Shui saying, you're disposable. My Yang saying, you were never enough. Both of you are wrong, I said to the empty street. A passerby glanced at me. I didn't care. The system hummed. Reconsider withdrawal. You can still recover status. What status? I asked. Being stepped on? Power can be earned, it replied. By losing myself. Silence. I stopped under a streetlight. My hands were shaking. If I accept, I said, will it ever end? No, the system answered. I closed my eyes. Then listened carefully. Rain dripped from my hair. Cars passed. Life continued. I choose pain, I said. But it will be mine. The system paused. Choice recorded. A pressure crushed my chest. I gasped. Warning acknowledged, it said. You have stepped onto an irreversible path. Good, I whispered. As the pain faded, A final message echoed inside my head. The ones who broke you will face consequences, the system said. Not by command, but by your actions. I opened my eyes. For the first time, I didn't feel like running. I straightened my back. Whatever comes next, I said softly, I'll face it awake, not crawling. The night answered with silence, but something unseen smiled, and my fear deepened. Inside. I woke up choking. System, I gasped, I already quit. Quit request denied, it replied calmly. I pushed myself up. You said it was my choice. Choice does not equal freedom, the system said. My head throbbed. Then what was that pain last night? Correction, it answered. That was punishment. I laughed weakly. For wanting a normal life. For rejecting growth, it said. Growth? I snapped. You humiliated me. Humiliation builds resilience, it replied. No, I said. It breaks people. Only weak people break, the system responded. The word stabbed deeper than my Yang smile. I sat on the cold floor. Then why do I feel empty? Because you lack ambition, it said. I clenched my fists. I worked until my bones hurt. You worked without desire, the system replied. Desire for what? I asked. Power. Status. Control, it answered. I swallowed. And if I don't want those? Then you will lose everything, it said. I closed my eyes. I already lost everything. Incorrect, it replied. You are still alive. That sentence crushed me. Is survival all I'm worth? Survival is the base requirement, the system said. I stood slowly. You sound proud. I am efficient, it replied. My phone vibrated. My Yang's name flashed, then vanished. She blocked me, I said quietly. Attachment removed, the system commented. Don't analyze her, I said. She's human. Humans are data sources, it answered. I grabbed my phone and walked outside. At a cafe, I heard laughter. Did you see his face? My Yang said. I froze. He really thought I loved him, she continued. A man laughed. Poor guy. Another voice added, you upgraded fast. My Yang replied, I don't waste time on losers. My chest tightened. I didn't move. Should we invite him? Someone joked. She scoffed. He'd stain the table. I stepped back before they saw me. Inside my head, the system hummed. Emotional stress detected. Don't, I whispered. Anger can be converted into motivation, it said. I don't want revenge, I said. I want dignity. Dignity is irrelevant without power, the system replied. I leaned against a wall. You really don't understand. Understanding is unnecessary, it said. I breathed slowly. Then listen instead. Silence. When she laughed, I said, something broke. Pain acknowledged, the system replied. But something hardened too, I continued. Clarify, it said. I won't beg anymore, I said. Not to her. Not to anyone. Pride detected, the system noted. No, I corrected. Self-respect. Self-respect requires leverage, it said. I looked at the sky. You're saying I need you. You always did, it answered. And quitting means losing even the chance to stand up, I said. Correct, it replied. I laughed bitterly. You trap people beautifully. People trap themselves, the system said. I thought of Lin Shue's cold eyes. You're disposable. Is she part of this too? I asked. She is a high-value variable, it replied. I frowned. Meaning? She represents opportunity and risk, the system said. I shook my head. You planned this. I respond to ambition, it answered. She has none for me, I said. Incorrect, it replied. She suppresses it. My heart skipped. Explain. New directive available, the system said. I felt a chill. I said no more humiliation. This mission is different, it replied. I clenched my jaw. In what way? It requires proximity, not submission, the system answered. I hesitated. And the reward? Restoration of dignity, it said. I laughed softly. You finally learned my language. Do not misunderstand, the system replied. This is your final test. Final? I echoed. Accept and evolve, it said. Refuse and decay. I closed my eyes. My Yang's laughter echoed. Lin Shue's voice followed. What's the mission? I asked. Return to Lin Shui, the system said. Not as an employee. My breath caught. Then as what? There was a pause. As the variable she cannot control, the system replied. I walked back into the building like I never left. Why am I here? I asked. Lin Shui didn't look up. Temporary contract. You fired me, I said. And rehired you, she replied. Legally. That's cold, I said. She finally met my eyes. Efficiency usually is. The system whispered, observe emotional suppression. Don't, I muttered. What? Lin Shui asked. Nothing, I said. She slid a document across the table. Sign. I read it. No benefits. No title. You wanted dignity, she said. Earn it. I signed. That night, I stayed late. Everyone left. Her office light stayed on. You don't sleep, I said through the door. Sleep wastes time, she replied. You'll collapse, I said. Not your concern, she answered. The system urged, provoke her emotionally. I hesitated. You take pills, I said quietly. Silence. You shouldn't mention that, she said. You're human, I replied. Her voice sharpened. That's irrelevant. I stepped inside. You're alone here. So are you, she said. I noticed her hands shaking slightly. When did you last rest? She looked away. Why do you care? I don't know, I admitted. The system buzzed, angry. Escalate. No, I whispered. Lin Shui frowned. Who are you talking to? Myself, I said. She studied me. You changed. I broke, I replied. A knock interrupted us. Chen Rui walked in smiling. Director Lin. It's CEO, she corrected. He glanced at me. Why is he here? Consultant, she said. He laughed. This nobody? I stayed silent. He was fired for incompetence, Chen Rui continued. I rehired him, Lin Shui said. Your judgment is compromised, he replied. She stood. Leave. He smirked. The board won't like this. Let them, she said. He pointed at me. He's disposable. No, Lin Shui said. He's mine. The room froze. Chen Rui's smile vanished. Interesting choice. He left. I exhaled. Why defend me? She sat slowly. I don't like bullies. That's new, I said. Don't read into it, she replied. The system hissed, emotional bond forming. Stop, I thought. Lin Shui spoke quietly. You didn't flinch. At what? I asked. When he insulted you, she said. I'm used to it, I replied. She nodded. So am I. I hesitated. You don't need anyone. She laughed softly. That's what they think. Do you? I asked. Her eyes darkened. Needing people is dangerous. So is pretending you don't, I said. She stared at me. Careful. I am, I replied. The system urged, push further. I shook my head. Not tonight. Lin Shui noticed. You're resisting something. Yes, I said. Why? She asked. Because forcing people hurts, I replied. She went silent. You're strange. So are you, I said. She almost smiled. When I left, my chest felt tight. You confuse me, she said suddenly. Good, I replied. The system growled, deviation noted. I smiled faintly. Get used to it. As the elevator closed, I realized something terrifying. I didn't trust her. But I wanted to. Long time, Ma Yang said. I stopped walking. Why are you here? She smiled like nothing happened. I heard you're important now. I'm busy, I said. With Lin Shui, she asked softly. My jaw tightened. Say what you want. She stepped closer. You always rushed me before. I don't rush lies anymore, I replied. She sighed. You're still angry. You came to use me, I said. She laughed. You were always useful. That word cut deep. You left me, I said. You were weak, she replied. Weak men can't love properly. My chest burned. I gave you everything. And it wasn't enough, she said. I clenched my fists. So why come back? Because you changed, she answered. No, I said. You just noticed. She tilted her head. Help me. With what? Access, she said. Information. Power. You want Lin Shui, I said. She smiled. I want what she has. The system whispered, exploit her weakness. Shut up, I muttered. My Yang frowned. Talking to yourself again? I'm done talking to you, I said. She grabbed my arm. Don't pretend you're better. I pulled away. Let go. You still love me, she said. No, I replied. I survived you. Her eyes hardened. You think dignity makes you strong? Yes, I said. She laughed bitterly. You'll regret this. That night, the system returned louder. Revenge pathway unlocked, it said. I didn't ask, I replied. She hurt you, it continued. I know, I said. I can hurt her back, it offered. I sat on my bed. At what cost? Temporary cruelty, it answered. I imagined my Yang begging. I hated that I wanted it. No, I whispered. Weakness confirmed, the system said. Mercy, I corrected. Silence. The next day, Lin Shui called me in. You look exhausted, she said. So do you, I replied. She hesitated. I don't trust people. I know, I said. Why do you stay? She asked. I opened my mouth. Nothing came out. She nodded. I thought so. You defended me, I said. That was strategic, she replied. I didn't believe her. Her phone buzzed. Her face changed. Something's wrong, she said. Within minutes, alarms filled the office. Chen Rui stormed in. We've been leaked. Lin Shui looked at me. Did you? No, I said. He threw papers down. The source traces to him. That's impossible, I said. Lin Shui's eyes were cold. Explain. I can't, I said. She turned away. Then leave. My phone buzzed. A message from my Yang appeared. You should have helped me. Understanding hit like a punch. She did this, I said. Enough, Lin Shui replied. Security grabbed my arms. This isn't my betrayal, I said. Lin Shui didn't answer. As I was dragged out, the system whispered, pain builds power. I closed my eyes. Or it builds monsters. The doors shut behind me, and everything I tried to protect began to burn. You're suspended, HR said. For how long? I asked. Indefinitely, she replied. I nodded. Understood. Outside the room, whispers followed me. He betrayed the company. Of course he did. I kept walking. Lin Shui didn't call me. She didn't text. Her silence hurt more than being slapped. Inside my head, the system stirred. Escape route available. I'm listening, I said bitterly. Transfer blame, it replied. Provide evidence against Lin Shui. My steps slowed. You want me to destroy her? You survive, the system corrected. I already survived, I said. Barely, it replied. I sat alone in my apartment. You trained me. Yes, it answered. You taught me how to see patterns, I said. Correct, it replied. And how to manipulate systems, I added. Continue, it urged. But you never owned my choices, I said. Silence. I remembered my Yang laughing. Weak men can't love. I remembered Lin Shui saying nothing while security dragged me away. You think I'm weak, I said. You are emotional, the system replied. I'm human, I snapped. Human error causes failure, it said. Then watch me fail my way, I replied. I opened my laptop. Wang Jie, I typed. A reply came fast. You shouldn't contact me. I need truth, I wrote. You're marked, he answered. So are you, I said. If lies win. There was a pause. What do you want? Logs, I replied. Raw. Why? To clear one person, I said. And damn yourself? He asked. Yes, I replied. Another pause. I'll send fragments, Wang Jie wrote. Quietly. Thank you, I said. Don't thank me, he replied. I hate bullies too. The system whispered, you're refusing optimization. I'm choosing alignment, I said. Data streamed in. I worked through the night. Patterns don't lie, I muttered. You could adjust one variable, the system tempted. No, I said. Morning came. I sent one anonymous packet. Not to the board. Not to the media. To compliance. Risk increased, the system warned. I know, I said. Hours later, my phone rang. Where did you get this? Lin Shui demanded. You found the truth, I said. Answer me, she snapped. I didn't betray you, I replied. She went quiet. Come to my office. I arrived. She was standing, hands shaking. You let them blame you, she said. I let lies surface, I replied. Her voice cracked. You could have destroyed me. I could have, I said. Why didn't you? She asked. I met her eyes. Because then I'd be owned. Her control slipped. Owned by what? Fear, I said. She slammed her desk. You think this was easy for me? I never said that, I replied. You walked away while I burned, she shouted. I was pushed, I said. You stayed silent, she said. So did you, I replied. She froze. Her breath hitched. I don't trust people, she whispered. I know, I said. You make it harder, she snapped. Good, I replied. Her eyes glistened. You make me doubt myself. That scares you, I said. She laughed sharply. You're suspended and you lecture me? I saved you, I replied softly. She looked away. Why? I searched myself. Because I didn't want to be a monster. The system went quiet. Lin Shui sat down slowly. Get out, she said. I nodded. As I turned, she spoke again. This isn't over, she said. I know, I replied. For the first time, her voice wasn't cold. You're here early, Lin Shui said, her voice quieter than usual. I could say the same, I replied, trying to sound casual. She didn't answer. She stared out the floor-to-ceiling windows. Lin Shui, are you okay? I asked. She shook her head. Do you know what it feels like to trust no one? I can imagine, I said. No, you don't, she snapped, spinning around. I've been used, abandoned, betrayed, all my life. Everyone wanted something from me. I didn't flinch. I don't. Her eyes widened. You don't? No favors. No manipulation. I'm here because I chose to be, I said. She laughed, a short, hollow sound. You're the first. The first what? I asked, confused. The first person who didn't want something from me, she said, her voice trembling slightly. I stayed silent. You don't understand, she continued, stepping closer. You think I'm invincible, but I'm not. Everyone who got close, left me broken. I'm not going anywhere, I said. She stopped, staring at me. Do you know what that does to a person? Knowing you're the only one who hasn't. Depends on the person, I said. Her expression softened. You're my only weakness, she whispered. My stomach twisted. Fear, not pride, coursed through me. I don't know what to say, I stammered. You don't have to say anything, she said. Just, stay. The system flared in my mind. Warning, emotional attachment detected. Attachment leads to failure. You will be destroyed. I heard that, I muttered, irritation and fear mixing. Do not ignore the warning, it hissed. Weakness is fatal. I'm not ignoring it, I said aloud. I'm not afraid to feel. The system remained silent, as if calculating the damage. Meanwhile, outside the city lights, I heard news alerts buzzing on my phone. Ma Yang's name flashed repeatedly. Public scandals, leaked messages, her rich circle turning on her. I didn't touch anything. I let it unfold. Karma was moving. Why are you letting her destroy herself? The system whispered. Because I don't control fate, I said. Lin Shui tilted her head. What did you say? I said. I don't control everything, I repeated. You mean, you choose? She asked. Yes, I said firmly. Choice is more powerful than control. Her eyes glistened. You've changed something in me, she admitted. Or maybe you've been waiting to change, I said softly. She stepped closer again. I don't know if I can let anyone in, ever. Maybe you don't have to, I replied. I thought I was cold, untouchable, she said. I thought I could survive alone. But seeing you, I realize weakness isn't always defeat. You're strong, I said. But even strong people can have weaknesses. I never imagined someone like you, she whispered. Someone who stays for no reason, who doesn't demand, who doesn't manipulate. Why would I? I asked. Because you could have, she said, voice cracking. You could have used me, betrayed me, destroyed me, but you didn't. The system screamed internally. You are deviating. Risk catastrophic failure. Detach immediately. I don't care, I muttered, ignoring it. You're reckless, she said, shaking her head. Do you know what saying that makes me feel? Afraid. I offered. Vulnerable, she whispered. Exposed. Good, I said. Her lips trembled. You don't understand, being exposed, being weak, it terrifies me. I'm not here to terrify you, I said. I'm here because I choose to be here. She closed her eyes, a single tear slipping down her cheek. I didn't expect anyone to stay. I reached out, but didn't touch her. You don't need me to fix everything. Just, let yourself feel. I don't know how, she said. You'll learn, I said. The system growled, furious, warning again. Attachment destroys efficiency. Failure imminent. I ignored it. Minutes passed in silence. Then she whispered, almost to herself, maybe strength isn't being alone, maybe it's knowing you're not. I nodded, understanding completely. Outside, my Yang's empire crumbled publicly. I let it. I didn't interfere. The system hissed warnings, but I had made my choice. Lin Shui looked at me again. You're different. You make me doubt everything I've built. And you make me choose, I said. Her lips curled into a faint smile. Then maybe this is the first time we're equal. I exhaled slowly. Not equal, I said. Free. She didn't argue. She just looked at me, letting the words sink in. And for the first time, the ice around her began to crack. I woke to silence, the system's usual hum replaced by a tense stillness. So, you're really going to quit, it hissed in my mind. Yes, I said aloud, sitting up. I've decided. You don't understand what you're giving up. Your life, your progress, all of it, it warned. I understand perfectly, I said. I've lived it. I've obeyed it. And I'm done. You can't just leave. You're bound to me. I know. But I'm leaving anyway, I replied calmly. I won't fight you, I won't beg, I won't manipulate. I'm just walking away. The system's voice rose. Walking away will destroy you. You'll lose everything. You'll fail. I've already lost a lot, I said softly. But I'm not losing myself anymore. You think this is strength? This is foolishness. I've built you, shaped you, controlled you. And that's exactly why I'm leaving, I said. You've shaped me into someone I don't want to be. I'm done letting you decide my limits. The hum faltered. You're resisting? I'm beyond resistance, I said. I'm simply choosing. Minutes passed. I felt the weight of the system slipping, its control loosening. My pulse steadied. I no longer felt fear, anger, or humiliation. Only clarity. You can't survive without me, it growled one last time. I'll survive, I said. Better than I ever did with you. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath. The ties felt thinner, more fragile. I opened them. This is the end, I said. The system didn't reply. It simply faded. Later, I walked into Lin Shui's office one last time. She looked up, her expression unreadable. You're leaving, she said. Yes, I said. Officially. Without a fight, she asked, curiosity flashing. I've had enough of fights, I replied. I'm taking control of my life, not following someone else's rules. She studied me quietly. I won't stop you, she said finally. But I'll be waiting. I nodded, accepting her words without emotion. Not fear, not guilt. Just acknowledgement. Outside, my phone buzzed. My Yang. Her name alone made me tighten my grip on reality. Help me, her message read. I've lost everything. You're the only one who can fix this. I stared at it. I could feel the old system's pull, revenge, obligation, manipulation. I ignored it. I can't, I typed back calmly. I don't help people who used me. Goodbye. I put the phone down. No anger, no satisfaction, no bitterness. Just boundaries. Walking away from the building, I felt the city around me differently. Lighter. Clearer. No missions, no systems, no manipulation. Just me. The wind on my face carried freedom I hadn't felt in years. I thought of Lin Shui and the unspoken tension between us. She wouldn't chase me, and I wouldn't chase her. For once, I felt equality, not in power, but in choice. My past, my mistakes, my betrayals, they didn't vanish. But I no longer carried them for anyone else's sake. I passed familiar streets, places filled with memories of humiliation, fear, and longing. I didn't look back. I didn't linger. I had quit. Not in anger. Not in despair. Not even in triumph. I had simply chosen myself. No one could control me now. Not the system, not my yang, not even Lin Shui. I was finally the master of my own life. The sun dipped low on the horizon, painting everything gold. I breathed it in and kept walking. Freedom didn't scream. It didn't demand attention. It simply existed. And I finally belonged to it. I watched the news on mute, my phone resting on the table. My Yang's face filled the screen, eyes red, voice trembling. I made mistakes, she said, hands shaking. I hurt people who trusted me. I whispered, you hurt me. The reporter asked, do you regret it now that everything is gone? Yes, she said quickly. Every day. I turned the phone face down. Regret sounded different when it arrived too late. A message popped up from an unknown number. Please meet me, my Yang wrote. I don't want money. I just want to say sorry. I typed back, some apologies are meant to be felt alone. She replied, I lost everything. I stared at the words, then answered, so did I long before you noticed. I blocked the number. Another headline flashed. Chen Rui. Fraud. Leaked documents. Insider manipulation. So it finally caught up to you, I murmured. My phone rang again. This time, Wang Jie. It's over, he said. All of it. He confessed when the evidence surfaced. I didn't push anything, I said. I know, he replied. That's the strange part. Things just collapsed. Karma doesn't need help, I said quietly. I ended the call and leaned back. I felt nothing. No joy. No anger. Just space. Later that evening, I stood across the street from Lin Shui's building. Lights burned high on the top floor. She got it all back, I said to myself. My phone buzzed. Her name. Why are you hiding? She asked. I'm not hiding, I replied. I'm watching. Come up, she said. Not as my employee. Not as anything official. I hesitated. Why? Because I want to talk, she said. As myself. I went. She opened the door herself, no assistants, no guards. You look thinner, she said. You look lighter, I replied. She smiled faintly. The company's stable again. I saw, I said. Congratulations. That's not why I called you, she said. I waited. She poured 2 cups of tea. I used to think losing control was weakness. And now? I asked. And now I know it's loneliness, she said. I took the cup. You don't need me. I know, she said quickly. That's why I asked you here. I looked at her. Explain. She met my eyes. I don't need you. I want you. Silence stretched. You're not asking me to fix anything, I said. No, she replied. I already did. You're not offering protection, I said. I don't want power over you, she said. I exhaled slowly. Then why me? Because you stayed when you could have benefited by leaving, she said. And you left when staying would have owned you. I said nothing. She added, stay. Not forever. Not as a promise. Just, stay. I asked, what if I walk away tomorrow? She nodded. Then I'll accept it. No contracts. No leverage. Just choice. I felt the emptiness shift, not disappear, but soften. I'm not whole, I said. Neither am I, she replied. That's not what I'm asking for. I looked around the room. It felt smaller without titles filling the air. My Yang called me, I said. Her jaw tightened. And? I didn't answer, I said. Not out of anger. Out of closure. She studied me. You've changed. I had to, I said. Or I would have disappeared. She stepped closer. Stay tonight. I searched her face. No demand. No fear. I'll stay, I said. Because I want to. Nothing else. She nodded, eyes softer than I'd ever seen. Outside, the city kept moving. People rose. People fell. People lost everything. I stood there, finally untouched by it all. Empty, but free. I woke up to sunlight cutting through the blinds. The apartment felt empty and familiar all at once. For the first time in years, I didn't hear the cold, mechanical voice of the system. No warnings. No ultimatums. Just silence. I muttered, it's gone, Or maybe it just doesn't matter anymore. Lin Shui stirred beside me, hair messy, eyes slightly puffy. She glanced at me. "Good morning," she said, her voice softer than I'd ever heard in the office. No ice. No walls. Just her. "Morning," I replied, stretching, feeling the weight of years of control lift from my shoulders. I realized I could breathe without calculation, without fear, without strategy. For the first time, choice belonged to me. Not the system. Not Lin Shui. Not my yang. Me. I poured coffee, hands trembling slightly. "You're awake early," she observed. "Sleeping in felt like surrender. Today feels different," I said. She raised an eyebrow. "Different how?" she asked. "I'm not a tool anymore. Not for anyone. Not even myself if I don't want to be," I said. I wanted her to understand that I wasn't trying to boast, just declare ownership of my life. She leaned against the counter. "I never thought you'd get here," she said quietly. "After everything, you still chose you." I chuckled softly. It wasn't easy. Every part of me screamed to react, to obey, to take revenge. I had to teach myself to be still. To be whole inside, not just outside. "You mean you finally quit?" she asked. "Yes," I said. "On my terms. Not because the system said so. Not because anyone else wanted me to. I quit because I realized my life isn't currency." Her lips curved in a small, knowing smile. "I see that now. That's why I stayed close, even when I shouldn't have. I wanted to witness it." "You stayed close?" I asked, surprise threading through my voice. "I did," she admitted. "I didn't need you to survive. I didn't want to control you. I just wanted to be part of the life you were building." I sipped my coffee, feeling it burn like clarity. "I don't know what comes next," I said. "I don't know how to live without chains." "Chains are optional now," she said. "You don't have to wear them, ever again. And I don't either." I set the mug down. I thought freedom would be terrifying. Turns out, it's just quiet. Uncomfortable sometimes, but clean. Honest. She nodded. "And it's ours to shape. Together or apart. No rules." I considered that. Together. No chains. A strange sense of peace filled me. I like that. Together. But only because it's choice. "Choice?" she echoed. "Exactly. 4 years, I'd been trapped. By ambition, by the system, by betrayal, by fear. Every step measured, every word calculated. But now, my reflection in the kitchen window looked lighter. Less burdened. I realized I had rebuilt myself, not around power or revenge, but around dignity. Around self-respect. Around life. I walked to the window, watching the city hum below. "Look at everyone," I said softly. "They're living, struggling, hurting, and most of them don't even know they're chained." "Chains are easy to forget until you feel the lock," she said. "You remember because you held the key and refused it." I smiled, feeling something inside me solidify. "And that's why I'm not afraid anymore. Not of the system. Not of people like my yang. Not even of myself." She stepped closer. "Not afraid of me either?" "No," I said. "Not afraid. Just cautious. Because I respect that you're human. Just like me." She laughed softly. "And I respect that you stayed human when you could have become a weapon." We sat together in silence for a while, watching sunlight spread across the room. No pressure. No expectations. Just existence. The kind I chose. The kind I earned. "I wonder if the system is still out there," I said after a long pause. "Waiting for someone else. Or maybe it's finally tired of humans like me." "Let it be," she said. "You don't owe it anything." "I don't," I whispered, feeling the truth in it. "Not even fear." She reached out, hand brushing mine. "Then what will you do now?" "I'll live," I said simply. "With dignity. With strength. With choices that are mine alone." Her fingers entwined with mine. I like that answer. "I'm not invincible," I admitted. "I might fail. I might stumble. But I won't be a pawn again. And I won't lose myself for anyone." "Good," she said. "Because I'm not going anywhere." I leaned back, letting the weight of years release. "Then neither am I. Not in fear, not in servitude. Only in freedom." The city moved beneath us, indifferent and alive. People rushed, fought, loved, betrayed, and regretted. I had seen it all reflected in myself. But I was done being a part of that chain. Done being manipulated, used, or afraid. I felt something I hadn't in a long time, quiet certainty. A life rebuilt not on survival, not on obedience, not on revenge, but on choice. I had the chance to define what mattered, to embrace my own worth. And I would, one deliberate step at a time. I turned to Lin Shui. We don't need chains. Not here. Not now. Only us. She smiled fully this time, no barriers, no pretense. Only us, she agreed. I let the words settle. Let the light fill the room. Let the silence teach me what it meant to be free. No system. No manipulators. No pretenders. Only me. Only us. Only the life we chose without chains. I breathed, deeply, finally. And for the first time, it felt like victory, quiet, unshakable, and mine.